I think a lot more men would approach women if women were nicer.
Did you know that 78% of men don't approach women anymore?
Why?
Meanwhile,
Nothing pisses me off more than when a man that looks like the shit on the bottom of my shoe is like, hey, can I take you out? Now, I'm not gonna say I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I know I ain't ugly. Where the fuck did you get that idea that I would actually go out with you?
I was horrified to discover that this comment received almost 700 likes. On my page? A large portion of my work explains exactly why this is bullshit.
I like this one.
Who's advocating for the average man?
Wait a minute!
Fuck you mean?
y'all saw that, right?
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I got a video for you guys that I want to share with you. Actually a series of videos, because this woman seems to be advocating for men, especially in the sense of when it comes to this crisis of men not approaching, so to speak. And yeah, I'm being a smart ass, so I'm doing that because there's always going to be somebody with the unnecessary ass correction in the comment section. But anyway, I'll leave the link in the description, the link to her page and TikTok if you want to go check her out. Let's go ahead and get into it.
A large portion of my work explains exactly why this is bullshit. This is beyond reductive. If a man likes you and you are giving red lights, he's not going to pursue you because it would be a violation. So most men will not go for that. I've made tons of videos on this, and there will always be men in the comments confirming what I'm saying. And to top it off, I have a bazillion testimonials proving my point. I can't tell you how many testimonials that I have from people saying, oh, he thought I wasn't interested, and so that's why he never did anything about it. Because the signaling was wrong. I have a secret to tell you. You know those women that encourage you to never express interest to a man, never text first, never show interest, just do nothing, say nothing, be totally passive, and that's how you'll stay in your feminine. You know women who preach things like that? They have never overcome any intimacy issues. Never. I'm telling you right now. If you're an avoidant woman and you start doing things like that, nothing will happen in your love life. You are going to stay single, loveless, and alone if you take that type of advice. Aside from the fact that this whole idea that the feminine is passive or dormant or always waiting, that it never initiates, aside from the fact that that's a complete misunderstanding, the only women that are going to have success with the do nothing approach are women that are already extremely open, or women that grew up in households with loving parents and they're totally secure and love and relationships are just natural for them. So if love and romance and intimacy comes totally naturally to you, then yeah, sure, do nothing. If love is as easy as breathing to you, then yeah, do nothing. Love will find you. But if your childhood fucked you up and you did not grow up in a home with two loving parents, you might find that if you do nothing, nothing's gonna happen. And I just want you to know, the majority of the time, doing nothing just comes across like you're disinterested, even to the most masculine men. Okay? Remember that.
And you know what? She kind of have a point though, because, and I think I think part of the reason why I'm agreeing with her, because she mentioned a 2-parent household, and my mom always tells me this story about how she met my father, and I tell you, bro, my mom, bro, she does not hold anything back expressing how much she found my dad attractive. This shit is hilarious. My mom whistled at my dad. Oh my god, I hope my mom ain't watching this particular, because she does watch my channel. I hope she doesn't watch this one. Don't be mad at me, Mom. But this shit is, I'm like, she shot her shot at my dad, bro. And then next thing you know, they was married for 46 and a half years. So I'm just putting that out there. Let's keep it moving.
A lot of people I liked, I just never approached. Not unless I knew they were 100% interested. I keep telling you guys that this is what's happening. There are so many women that are not communicating interest. And then when you get these messages online, like, well, if he liked you, he would pursue you. Or if he was more interested, then he would pursue you. Or it's like all of these things about the men's desire, and there's zero emphasis on communicating interest. If a man likes you and you are not showing that you're interested, you're not expressing that, you're not revealing that, he will not pursue you. And of course, his interest is an important variable, but people way overinflate that factor. And so you overflate the importance of his interest, and you don't focus at all on your relationship skills, how you're being, how you're expressing, what you're revealing, what you're communicating. And that is a massive, massive, massive part of the equation that most people don't focus on. Everything just revolves around, does he love me? Does he love me not? Does he like me? Does he like me not? Is he interested? Is he not interested? Stop that. Your main priority should not be analyzing that man. Stop trying to figure him out. Focus on what you are doing, what your mindset is, what your nervous system is doing, how you're being, what you're connected to, what you're focused on. What are your relationship skills? What are you expressing? What are you communicating? You've got to focus on you, because that is where the magic happens.
You know what I've come to realize after watching these 3 videos, because I got one more of hers that I'm going to share with you guys. I think the disconnect is, and I don't think this is really being spoken of throughout this conversation. I think the part of the reason why this dynamic exists is because these women are taking bad advice from other women, and they're being told that you need to find a man that likes you way more than you like them. So when in the case where men do show interest and they're not, and that interest isn't being reciprocated, the men are walking away, and they're not like, men aren't as thirsty as they once were, and that's part of the reason why you start seeing more women talking about, can we bring back the simps? Can we bring back the men that da-da-da-da-da-da? Which is something that I covered on the rant channel. But let's continue.
Let's make 2026 the year we cancel the phrase, if he wanted to, he would. Sign me up. Okay, my mission this year is to shake everyone out of this evil spell. And I understand that people think that this expression is going to help people elevate their standards, but really that's not what it does. It just keeps people in this negative orientation around love, and then that becomes the self-fulfilling prophecy. So instead of creating the love that they desire, they just conclude everything is bad. And it creates this sense of helplessness, all men suck, love is a matter of luck, and it's a disempowering place to focus.
Call me crazy, but I think a lot more men would approach women if women were nicer. I think the problem is most men encounter a lot of women who are mean and try to emasculate you and disrespect you and just not a nice person. And I think more men would approach women and would, you know, be friendly towards women, and we'll have a lot more, you know, just basic human connection and encounters if women were just simply nicer, like simply welcoming and nice. I'm not saying you owe him anything. You don't owe him a date. You don't owe him sex. You don't owe him your attention, your phone number, your Instagram. You don't owe him anything. I'm just saying being a nice human being to someone you never met and that didn't do anything to you, I feel like is a basic human decency. Like
It's literally just respect. I'm in the mind. Here's what I always tell women: if he approaches you in a respectful manner and you're not interested, and he's not over here pressing you, like if you had to say no more than once, then you should be able to reciprocate that same respect. Simple as that. But I'm gonna show you guys a post later on that's gonna prove that even that's bullshit in some cases too. But let's continue.
basic human thing to do, to just be nice to somebody, just be kind, just be welcoming. Like I said, you're not like welcoming him into your life, into your space, into your, you know what I'm saying, to your home. It's just you being a nice person. And I think most men, we're just tired of that shit. Like we don't want to be around women or approach women or say anything to women, because 9 times out of 10 we're thinking like, is this girl gonna be mean as hell, make a scene? Is she gonna be loud? Is she gonna try to emasculate me, disrespect me? And a lot of men like just don't want to deal with it. It's not about if he's weak or is he strong or can he deal with it, can he handle it. Men don't want to handle that shit. They don't want to deal with it. Like no man want to deal with that. Like you just want a pleasant encounter, like just for some basic nice conversation, a nice encounter. You know what I'm saying? Like basic human connection, human decency, having a nice conversation. Like I think that's one of the many reasons why men don't approach women anymore, in my opinion.
Did you know that 78% of men don't approach women anymore? Here's why that's your advantage. Fear of rejection, fear of looking desperate or awkward, which means if you're the one guy who walks up, introduces himself, and can hold a conversation, you're not competing with anyone. So no, hot girls are not used to being approached. In fact, they are waiting on it. Comment approach for my comprehensive guide on how to master the cold approach like a natural.
I hate women who use this angle, and I'm starting to see men use this angle as well, because I truly believe that women use this angle just to try to coerce men and more men into approaching women that probably won't give these men the time of day anyway. And I think their ego is just bruised by the fact that even the men that they wouldn't give the time of day aren't even giving them the attention or approaching anymore. That's what I think it is. Because if this was so true, this wouldn't even be a conversation in the first place. And women have repeatedly come online and say how they don't find most men attractive. So if y'all don't find most men attractive across the board, why the fuck would more men approach, bro? See, that's the problem, bro. That's the part that women don't want to acknowledge, is the part that they play in this whole scenario.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's going to take more than women being pretty for men to approach them anymore. I keep seeing women complaining that men aren't approaching them, and as someone who used to wonder about this too, I'm going to tell you exactly what I learned and how we can fix it. Here's what I've realized: these men are exhausted. They're tired of being used for free drinks, tired of being seen as walking ATMs, tired of putting in effort only to be ghosted or given fake numbers. And listen, I get it. We've been taught that our beauty should be enough, that men should pursue us no matter what. But the reality is, we've created an environment where approaching us feels like a lose-lose situation for them. I used to think men owed me their attention just because I looked good, but here's what I learned. No one owes us anything, not their time, attention, energy, or money. But we've been programmed to think that being pretty is our main value, but then we get upset when men only see us for our looks. Think about how hypocritical that is. We want them to value our minds, but are we actually developing our personalities?
I'm glad somebody else besides me has pointed out this hypocrisy. That's all. I just wanted to give her kudos on that.
We want them to see us for who we are, but do we even know who we are beyond our looks? I had to look in the mirror and ask myself some hard questions. Am I showing interest in him as a person or just what he can provide? Am I bringing peace to his life or drama? Am I someone he'd actually want to build a legacy with? The truth is, we've made dating transactional without even realizing it. We expect men to approach, pay, pursue, while we just exist and wait to be catered to. But here's what changed everything for me. When I started focusing on what I could offer instead of what I could get, everything shifted. The relationship I have now with my fiance is proof that when you develop yourself beyond your looks, the right man will see you as a true partner. We wonder why good men seem unavailable, but maybe they're just protecting themselves from the games we don't even realize we're playing. We can't treat men like they're disposable and then wonder why they've stopped trying. Our actions have consequences, but recognizing this is the first step to actually making a change. If we want men to approach us, we need to show them we're worth the risk. Let's start being the women who inspire men to step up, not the ones who make them want to give up.
And right now, it's the majority, and that's making them want to give up.
Well, the shortest and most correct answer to the question, when did men stop coming up to women? Well, it was about the same time that women started asking them to stop.
Stare a hole through you all night. They will not approach you, not once, but they'll stare you down.
I'm gonna give an example from me. I will not. I can't. I won't choose, right? Because we don't know who like us, and I don't want to be like, if I talk to you.
What was your question? Why?
Because she said, why do people not talk to them?
And that's what I asked earlier. It's like, okay, is there? Because you said you are laughing, you're giggling, you're having a good time.
We're giving off.
You know?
We're giving off the feminine energy,
cool.
and
y'all are cool.
They are actually not assholes. They're not.
But I think
bitches.
So they talk to you. They just don't proceed.
No, they don't even come up. It's
hold on, they don't come up.
No, like they'll stare.
Well, hold on, that ain't the type
stare
of
a hole
question
through you all night. They will not approach you, not once, but they'll stare you down.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm gonna tell you?
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you no. I'm gonna tell you real talk. And this is as a DJ. As a DJ, there's a lot.
And this is my cousin.
This is a lot of music out there that is projecting on a lot of men that women like money all the time. And so if they see you look expensive, they may not fuck with you.
Bro, Timu and Sheen
look expensive. We look like we're not single.
Y'all don't look single.
Yeah, I get it.
Because like I said, I thought you was with them, and I thought y'all had guys.
You look like someone had their shit together.
In other words, you look like a fucking bill, so why the fuck am I gonna chase your ass? That's the other part too, bro. That's another reason why a lot of men are approaching women. Like the other woman prior, women have made dating so transactional. Men are like, we ain't gotta approach y'all, cause y'all coming on the internet dry begging all the time. So what the fuck we gotta approach you for?
Okay, unpopular opinion, but I get why men don't approach women in public anymore. Like, I get it. I've seen videos of men approaching women, and women can just be so rude. Like, I get if you have a boyfriend. I get if you're not interested. But, like, look out for us. Because that moment that you reject him in the worst way, it's just like he's never going to do it again. And I hate that for us.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you this post that I mentioned earlier. Shout out to Daily Wrap Up Crew because they posted this, because I think this is the real reason. I think this is another reason why they're so upset about this shit. Do you notice that men are no longer persuasive? Once they ask you out on a date and you say no, that's it. Why is that so? The fact that they are still asking these types of questions, fellas, lets you know that they don't like the answer. It's not because we're not answering their question, it's because they're not getting the answer that they want. Because the answer that they want is an answer that puts all the blame, fault, and accountability on men. That's the answer that they're looking for validation, so that way they're not held accountable for why the dating market the way it is now. I mean, golly, we done had a hashtag unalive all men, hashtag me too. Y'all choosing the fucking bear. It's like, god damn, see what I'm saying? But they'll still sit over here and say, woe is me, and point the finger at men and add that to the reason why men are like, I'm good. Y'all let me know what you think, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the rant channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.